Much indeed, Madam Deputy Speaker. I rise to speak in particular to the issue of noisy protest, but I should say, first of all, as has been well outlined by the Minister at the dispatch box, that there is a great deal of good that is in this bill across many different areas. In the issue of noisy protest, there are things I think that everyone in this House would agree from the off. No one can doubt that the capacity for effective protest has been dramatically enhanced by technology in recent years, and enhanced a second time through the use of social media. No one can doubt, I think, that there are irresponsible and aggressive individuals and organisations who seek to inflict maximum interruption and difficulty on the lives of others in the causes that they promote. And no one can doubt that the public has a right to go about its business without undue impediment. I don't think any member of this House would contest those points. I thank the Minister very much for engaging with me on this issue and for the clarifications he's made this evening on the dispatch box, both as to the number of protests that this would be likely to affect and to the possibility of a review over a suitable but I hope not too long period. But in my view at least, this measure should not be on the statute book. No case has been made, no serious case has been made that this is a real and genuine problem. The Minister has conceded, I think, and one understands why, that it is not likely to be used except in the tiniest minority of cases, and therefore one has to ask the question whether the justification is adequate for the measure. The offence and proportionate. The offence is, as it presently stands, still vague and poorly defined, which is never a good thing in law. The police, it's been conceded, already have significant legal powers in relation to protests. And worse, in some quarters they are the subject of a degree, I regret to say, a degree of public mistrust, which may be increased by adding to their discretionary powers. And finally, the measure will be extremely difficult I suspect, for the courts to handle and to adjudicate, even if it proves to be compliant with Article 11 of the Human Rights Act. Now, these are all conservative concerns, small c and large c conservative concerns one might have about the operation of the rule of law in this country. And let me say finally that I do think the timing is unfortunate when people in Kiev, in Ukraine, are dying for their beliefs and for the rights of freedom of speech and of association. I think it's unfortunate the government should be bringing this forward. I understand the motivations. I understand it will be very lightly and sparingly applied, but an increase in the discretion in this area to qualify rights of protest that have been fundamental to our society and to democratic traditions for hundreds of years is, I think, highly regrettable. Yeah.